Getting ready to step into your career era? Set yourself apart with Adobe Creative Cloud Pro for students. Hone your skills with apps like Photoshop, Illustrator, Premiere Pro, and more, powered with the latest in creative AI. Students save over 55% so you can build a portfolio you're proud of. Launch your future with Adobe Creative Cloud Pro for students. Visit adobe.com/students to learn more.
Choice Hotels get you more for your money so you can maximize any road trip. And as your vacation maximizationer, I'm going to make sure you hear the maximum sizzle of Comfort Inn's free hot breakfast. Let's get real close. Maximum apple. Now that's fresh crispimization. Maximum waffle. Hear that crunch. And that's maximum coffee. Oh yeah, that's the pour I'm talking about. Breakfast maximized before hitting the road. Check into more. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary, not available in all states or situations.
Mic check. 1, 2. Are we recording? Hi, I'm Michelle Bernstein, an award-winning chef, restaurateur, and mom. I have a lot on my plate, including my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. That's why I was prescribed Cosentyx. It helps me move better.
Cosentyx secukinumab is prescribed for people 2 years of age and older with active psoriatic arthritis. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur, like tuberculosis or other serious bacterial, fungal, or viral infections. Some are fatal. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms like fevers, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, had a vaccine or plan to, or if inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen. Serious allergic reactions and severe eczema-like skin reactions may occur. Learn more at 1-844-COSENTYX or Cosentyx.com.
Ask your rheumatologist about Cosentyx.
10 years from today, Lisa Schneider will trade in her office job to become the leader of a pack of dogs. As the owner of her own dog rescue, that is. A second act made possible by the reskilling courses Lisa's taking now with AARP to help make sure her income lives as long as she does. And she can finally run with the big dogs. And the small dogs, who just think they're big dogs. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP. Learn more at aarp.org/skills.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold! Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
Walmart Business saves you time, money, and hassle, which means you can focus on what really matters. Like putting the money you save back into what you do. Spending more time training your team, filling orders, and finding new clients. Anything and everything. Right down to... Oh, that's the one. Choosing the best hold music. Walmart Business. It's the Walmart you love. Now for your business. Learn more at business.walmart.com.
At Starbucks, we offer full and part-time baristas 100% upfront college tuition coverage, which means they can thrive at our company and in class. At Starbucks, benefits like college tuition coverage are just the start.
Make your next move with American Express Business Platinum. Earn 5 times membership rewards points on flights and prepaid hotels booked on AmexTravel.com. And with a welcome offer of 150,000 points after you spend $20,000 on purchases on the card within your first 3 months of membership, your business can soar to new heights. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-platinum. Amex Business Platinum. Built for business by American Express.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Putting culture first, learning how to leverage culture transformation for competitive advantage abstract. This article explores the strategic importance of organizational culture as a critical driver of competitive advantage. Drawing upon the author's extensive consulting experience across diverse industries, it presents a comprehensive framework for cultural transformation, highlighting key phases including assessing existing cultural dynamics, building internal consensus for change, developing structured transformation roadmaps, implementing strategic initiatives that reinforce desired behaviors, and sustaining momentum through continuous evolution.
This episode is brought to you by Polestar. There's only one true way to experience the all-electric luxury SUV Polestar 3, and that's to take a test drive. It can go from 0 to 60 in as little as 4.8 seconds with the dynamic handling of a sports car. But to truly understand how it commands the road, you need to be behind the wheel. Up to 350 miles of range, the 3D surround sound system by Bowers & Wilkins. It's all something you have to experience to believe. So book your test drive for Polestar 3 today at Polestar.com.
Are you a forward thinker? Then you need an HR and finance platform that thinks like you do. Workday is the AI platform that helps propel your organization, your workforce, and your industry into the future. Workday, moving business forever forward.
This episode is brought to you by Buick. Buick certified service technicians are factory trained to fit your vehicle with the tires specifically developed for it. And with our tire price match guarantee, you get the best fit for the best deal. Buick, exceptional by design. Available on select eligible tire brands at participating dealers only. Offer ends 12/31/2025. Terms apply. See dealer for complete details. Visit Buick.com/service to learn more.
Smart Water Alkaline with antioxidant.
Whoa, that's refreshing.
And a 9.5 plus pH for every way you move.
I did take a spin class today.
Restoring like a pro. Smart Water Alkaline with antioxidant. For those with a taste for taste. Grab yours today.
If you went on a road trip and you didn't stop for a Big Mac or drop a crispy fry between the car seats or use your McDonald's bag as a placemat, then that wasn't a road trip. It was just a really long drive. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At participating McDonald's.
The author emphasizes that successful cultural transformations require deliberate leadership commitment, cross-functional engagement, and the integration of cultural objectives with business strategy. Through illustrative case examples and practical recommendations, the article demonstrates how intentionally shaped organizational cultures can empower employees, strengthen workplace relationships, and enhance performance outcomes. By positioning culture as a strategic asset deserving the same focused attention as traditional business functions, the author provides leaders with actionable insights to leverage culture's transformative potential within their unique organizational contexts. Over my career, one of the topics I have been most passionate about is culture, particularly how an organization's culture can be intentionally shaped and evolved over time to empower workers, strengthen relationships, enhance performance, and drive competitive advantage. Having worked with numerous companies across various industries throughout my career, I have seen firsthand how culture ultimately serves as either an enabler or inhibitor of organizational success. Today we will explore key learnings on assessing culture, making the case for transformation, embarking on the change journey, and sustaining new cultural norms, all with the goal of helping leaders better leverage the untapped power of culture in their own unique contexts. Let's dive in. Recognizing the need for culture change. The first critical step in any culture transformation effort is rightly diagnosing your existing culture and understanding how it may need to evolve given shifting strategic priorities, market dynamics, or performance challenges. More often than not, leaders underestimate just how much their day-to-day behaviors, unwritten rules, and implicit expectations collectively shape the experiences and behaviors of employees. Shine. 2017. They also tend to overlook cultural misalignments until key metrics start declining or rising. Employee turnover becomes too difficult to ignore. As a consultant, I have found it invaluable to conduct confidential employee surveys and one-on-one interviews at the outset of an engagement in order to uncover any undiscussables within the existing culture and identify barriers to desired changes. Some common pain points that routinely emerge include siloed ways of working, misplaced reward systems, lack of accountability, insufficient collaboration, and risk aversion. My job is then to help interpret these sentiments, surface any cultural norms hindering progress, and present a candid but constructive view of reality back to leadership. This feedback can be difficult for some executives to hear at first. But in my experience, leaders who are truly committed to driving transformational change welcome the transparency and view it as an opportunity to address root causes, not symptoms. They understand the status quo will only sustain mediocrity and that competitive advantage lies in continually evolving one's culture to match strategic priorities. Cotter, 2012. When assessing their own situation, leaders would be wise to solicit candid input from multiple perspectives and avoid making assumptions about cultural fit or misfit based solely on surface-level indicators. Making the case for culture transformation internally once the need and opportunity for culture change has been clearly established. Leaders must skillfully make the case for transformation to key internal stakeholders. This involves more than just presenting a list of problems. It requires painting a compelling vision for what is possible and inspiring others to help drive progress. Through my work facilitating change management strategies, I have found it useful for leaders to engage stakeholders in envisioning how their day-to-day experiences could be more positive and impactful given shifts in cultural norms. For example, focusing discussions on how empowered decision-making, increased knowledge sharing, or improved collaboration could better equip teams to solve problems, pursue new opportunities, and seamlessly work across functions. Translating high-level aspirations into tangible impacts keeps the why of change front and center. Leaders must also be prepared to address any fears or uncertainties that change inevitably surfaces by clearly outlining how the transformation effort will be led, how people will provide input, and assurances that necessary support mechanisms will be in place. For example, emphasizing that line managers will undergo extensive change management coaching to effectively guide their teams through transitions, with strategic communication and involvement of key influencers. Leaders can build momentum and gain commitment to the journey ahead from those whose buy-in is mission-critical. Cotter and Cohen, 2002. Developing a culture transformation roadmap once internal alignment has been achieved. Organizations must work to develop a well-defined roadmap to guide the change effort. In my experience, the most effective culture transformations are those built upon solid research combined with consultative input from cross-functional leaders. A piecemeal or fly-by-night approach almost certainly sets efforts up to fail or fizzle out. Some of the key elements I advise including in a robust culture transformation roadmap include strategic alignment, articulate clear linkages between envisioned cultural shifts and overall business strategy, priorities change vision, craft a vivid description of the desired future state culture and how daily work will be different, diagnostic assessment, leverage cultural audits, employee surveys to set baseline and identify current inhibitors, leadership development plan, outline how leaders will evolve mindsets and model new behaviors, communication strategy. Determine ongoing content and cadence to socialize updates and wins, change initiatives. Detail flagship projects that reinforce new cultural ways of working, metrics and assessments. Establish KPIs to measure cultural shifts and solicit ongoing feedback. Sustainability plan. Discuss how achievements will be sustained and culture continually evolved with clarity on goals, timeline, resources required and change management approaches. Organizations are set up to proactively guide cultural evolution in a strategic yet adaptive manner. Importantly, success relies on translating high-level plans into practical actions on a consistent, organization-wide basis. Implementing culture change through strategic initiatives. In my experience, One of the most impactful ways organizations drive cultural transformation is by carefully designing cross-functional initiatives that are front and center of the business yet uniquely reinforce desired ways of working. These lighthouse projects serve to embed new norms into day-to-day activities while simultaneously producing tangible business results. For example, one tech company I partnered with aimed to shift from siloed teams to more collaborative ways of innovating. Leaders launched an ongoing Ideas Challenge, where employees voted weekly on promising concepts that then received rapid prototyping support. This encouraged boundary-spanning discussions, idea sharing across levels, and a focus on continually solving customer pain points. The initiative yielded a consistent stream of commercially viable opportunities that strengthened bonds between previously disconnected groups. Similarly, a manufacturing client wanted to evolve from a risk-averse culture to one that embraced prudent experimentation. Leaders launched an Innovation Gym program giving teams dedicated funding and support to test hypotheses, take smart risks, and openly discuss lessons learned together. This initiative not only produced incremental improvements but cultivated an environment where failure could be turned into future success, a huge mindset shift. In each case, leaders ensured initiatives were widely socialized, resonated strategically, and could organically spread new ways of collaborating, decision-making, and problem-solving across divisions over time. Measuring business outcomes alongside cultural KPIs helped sustain backing and prove the power of alignment. Sustaining momentum through continuous evolution while achieving desired cultural shifts is an important milestone. The work is never truly complete. Competitive advantage depends on continually refining and evolving one's culture to stay ahead of industry changes. Sustaining transformational gains takes focused effort to anchor innovations, address complacency, and reinvest in evolving the organization. In my experience, leading organizations take a few strategic steps. First, successful cultural elements and learnings from initiatives become embedded into core HR processes like performance management, recruiting, and learning and development. This anchors innovations into DNA. Regular, stay interviews also surface what's working well and opportunities to strengthen connections between strategy and culture over time. Berry, 2013. Leaders must also reinvigorate focus on cultural metrics to avoid complacency and identify where mindsets require top-ups through initiatives, leadership town halls, or external training coaching. Culture transformations are journeys, not destinations. Finally, allocating funding to continually prototype and test new innovations keeps the organization and culture in a state of positive evolution. Overall, sustaining momentum relies on integrating continuous feedback loops, embedding enhancements broadly, and reinvesting in cultural evolution as strategically as other business functions. By viewing culture as a competitive differentiator, organizations can stay ahead of shifting market needs year after year. Conclusion: in today's fast-paced, disruptive business environment, culture increasingly determines an organization's ability to adapt, collaborate, solve problems creatively, retain top talent, and seize new opportunities faster than competitors. While challenging, leaders who make a true commitment to understanding cultural barriers, crafting a compelling vision of change, and strategically guiding a multi-year transformation stand to gain tremendous competitive advantages. Through leveraging cultural assessments, change management best practices, cross-functional initiatives, ongoing feedback, and sustained investment, organizations can thoughtfully shape workplace experiences and behaviors in a way that organically enhances business outcomes. Culture, once viewed as a soft topic, deserves focused attention equal to product development, marketing, or finance. I hope the frameworks and examples shared provide a practical starting point for leaders embarking on their own culture journeys. The rewards of putting culture first are well worth the effort.